Good morning, guys. Fine. Well, okay. We have been working with the Ajax, right? Yeah. What we have done, where we stopped it. Till now, we have just been created a page displaying all the products. On the top of it, we have a text box. Search is working. But what do we want is autocomplete. What do we want is a autofill or a autocomplete. And for that, this is what I have done. What I have done, I have written a script. Okay. Anonymous function linked with this. What is that? Now you are telling search term linked with text box, not search term, linked with the text box. Text box name is search term. Okay, text box, and there is an inbuilt function called as autocomplete. Autocomplete, and for it you are passing a parameter. What is the parameter? The source from where to get the data is get products. What is get products? An action method. Get products is a action method. Okay, and we have defined this in our controller, guys. We have defined this in our controllers. Very simple code. We did not write any great thing here. What is that? Term. And remember I said about this one? This parameter name is fixed. You can't change it. Tomorrow you work in Java, also same name has to be used. Python also same name has to be used. PHP also same name has to be used. So wherever you record, use the same name. No, you cannot change this name. Okay now? So now see, our text box name is not term here. Our text box name is search term. They are not matching. You can give whatever name, but whatever you enter into the text box, you're calling this get products now. Array, the value will be automatically supplied to the get products now. The value will be automatically supplied to the get products, and the name is term. Yeah, we run a simple query dc.products.where. We are trying to write a query p.productname.starts with. Select what you want to select. Product name. You want to select the product name dot to list. It'll convert into list and you're returning the JSON back. You're returning the JSON back. So actually, this method call will happen in the key press event of the text box. In the base, for every key you press in the text box, say your cursor is in the text box, you started pressing the keys. For every key you press in the text box, this event will fire now and it will supply the data now. Are you clear? Okay, now if I run this, let us see this works or not. Yeah. Right now, if I say, if at all, I'm just going to type here C. I'm expecting all the products that names start with C now, but I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. We have used autocomplete, but we're not getting it. Why means because this autocomplete functionality is present in a separate library. Just like our .NET only, we have different packages for different activities. Here also, the autocomplete is not present in the core jQuery. It is not present in the core jQuery. It is not in the core jQuery. For that, you are required to install a separate package called a jQuery.combined. What is that? jQuery.combined. You see, in the starting here, Okay, here I said about jQuery. I given in the same way, I think. Here first to complete this, yes, jQuery.ui.combined. I'm sorry, jQuery.ui.combined is a package what you require to install for autocomplete functionality. So let us go to tools, NuGet package, manage NuGet packages for solution. jQuery dot UI dot combined. Yes. Yes and okay. So install this package. Okay. Once after installing this package, okay. So I'm entering C. Oh, we made a mistake. We did not drag it on our page. We installed, but we did not drag it on our page. Oh, we did not even install jQuery also. jQuery also we did not drag and drop. First one is jQuery.min.js. Okay, guys, watch just to preview. It doesn't work. Means if at all I just use only jQuery, it doesn't work. See there, it's not working. Not working. It should come, the list should come there. Okay, it's not working for you there. Okay, it has to come the list. The list is not coming. So what you need, basically it is jQuery.ui. Actually, package name is combined, but here it won't show you as combined here. jQuery hyphen UI hyphen the version. jQuery hyphen the UI hyphen the version. The current version is 14.1. It updated. Whatever is the latest, you will get it. But my notes, I may have an old one. Okay. Notice it, that is coming, but the background is not, it's coming here. The list is coming. Did you notice it? It's all about background. CHA. The background is not correct. The background is correct. How to achieve it? Actually, you require to install a theme for this. A theme means actually you can write your own logic for that. Okay. So you can write your own CSS code for it, or otherwise you can use some inbuilt themes. There are inbuilt themes available. You can use those themes also. Actually, there are so many ready-made themes that are provided by jQuery, and you can install that particular themes. For the theme here, jQuery.ui.theme, jQuery.ui.theme. Just to search for jQuery.ui.theme. When you search for UI.theme, so many themes will come, guys. See, This is a like a Redmond theme. Redmond theme, lightness, flat, UI darkness, base, smoothness. Different themes are there. Are you clear? Choice is yours here. You can install any theme of your choice. I'm installing this theme. I'm installing this particular theme actually. This is outdated. Okay, I'm installing a theme of type Redmond. Install it. In the notes here, I have given UI darkness theme. So many themes are there. Select the theme. You're not compatible, it seems. Okay, I'll go with UI darkness on it. That is not compatible with this version. Try different themes. I used UI darkness. Try different themes. Oh, Solution Explorer. Okay, theme na, it is theme. Theme is style. So in the contents, you'll have it. The base theme and UI darkness theme in this, you'll find it. jQuery.ui.theme.css. Okay. Whatever I type, all the related things will come. And for every key you press, the search is refiltered. See? Are you clear? Okay. The search gets refiltered for everything. M, A. Okay. Yes. Got it. It's inbuilt. So two packages. What do you require, guys? One is what is the name I said you? One is theme. Okay. Second one, I forgot the package name. Combine. jQuery.ui.combine. Second one, jQuery.ui.theme. Any theme you install, I installed like UI darkness theme, but you have different themes. Try. If it is not compatible, it will show you, change it. Okay. I selected Redmond. It's not compatible. It said you. And these are the NuGet packages, what you just require to install, all the three. Okay. And this is the script code what we have implemented. And this is the page. This page design, I don't require to tell you anything with the page design. This is a page design. I displayed only 5 columns. You want to add more number of columns because the table has so many columns. Add it. How many columns you just want to add, you can add the columns. Clear? Yeah. You can add as many number of columns you just want there as per the choice. So this is how you basically work with. Yeah. jQuery and Ajax. We'll use it here. We're going to use it in our next topic also, the jQuery and Ajax. I was given an introduction for it because I want to use it in my current application. What is it? The next topic, what we have is ASP.NET Web API. This is one of the most important topic what we have in our ASP.NET. Actually, if you can understand, it's not like part of your, it is going to be another thing, means web forms, MVC, Web API. 3 separate chapters. So it is not a part of your MVC. So already web forms is one chapter. MVC is one chapter. Web API is another chapter. So what is this web API? I'll ask you some general questions. Answer me. How do you develop libraries in .NET? DLL, yeah. Assembly, yeah. The answer should be a DLL assembly. In the form of a DLL assembly, sir. We use library projects and we just develop the libraries. How do you develop? DLL assemblies. We develop in the form of DLL assemblies. So the question is, how do we develop libraries? What is the answer? DLL assemblies. We develop in the form of DLL assemblies. Okay. If you want to consume an assembly, in multiple projects of a machine, what will you do? If you want to consume an assembly in multiple projects on a machine, on one computer, I have 10 projects and I want to use one assembly in all the 10 projects. I could not hear you what you're telling. Add reference is second, not first. First, another thing is there. You learned already. What is that? Global. Brainless fellows. You require to make it shared assembly by putting in a GSA. You learned it, nah? If you want to consume under multiple places, what do you require to do? You require to install our assembly into GSA and make it as a shared assembly. And all the predefined libraries are shared assemblies only. All the predefined libraries are shared assemblies. And this concept is the basics of C#. You learned already in the C# classes this one. You are required to make an assembly as a shared assembly. Once you make it as a shared assembly, I can start consuming under multiple projects of the machine. Okay? But understand here, shared assemblies can be consumed only. Means I make an assembly, shared assembly, and put it on the GSE, put it on the, I can consume it only within that machine only, not in other machines. Not in, okay. How can I use an assembly in different projects of different machines now? Did you get the question? See, if you want to use on one machine, then on that machine, you will have a GSE folder. You require to copy your assembly into the GSE folder, and 10, 20 projects on that machine can use it. Like how every day you're developing your projects and all are using the predefined assemblies now. And they're all in the GSE. But my question is, I want to consume under multiple projects or multiple systems without downloading onto each machine. Without downloading onto each machine. Right now, we're using NuGet. We are downloading on each and every machine. Actually. No, I don't want to download. Are you getting me? Okay. So imagine like there is an assembly which will provide me some data from a database. Will provide me some data from a database. And I want to use this assembly from different machines throughout the world. Got it or not? I have an assembly. Okay. So if this is the case here, you're required to take the help of something called as distributed technologies. What is that? Distributed technologies. By using the distributed technologies, we can put an assembly in a central server and you can provide it access to the different applications throughout the world now. Throughout the world. Are you getting me or not? From anywhere in the world, you can connect to it and you can use it. You learned about it now. The ATM machine example I said you already. The libraries will be present for you, means all the business logic will be present for you on a application server. All the ATMs in the country are connecting to the application server now. And to build that, you're required to take the help of distributed technologies. So when this requirement was present long back, somewhere around 90s, at that time, the distributed technologies came in the market here. And every language provided us one distributed technology. First, C++ provided one distributed technology called as RPC, Remote Procedure Call. Remote procedure call. What is a procedure? A procedure or a function or a method, all are same only. C language call function, C# call method, SQL Server call stored procedure. All are same. Okay, understand. What is it? Remote procedure call. See, generally, you wanted to consume a library. What will you consume here? We call the methods in the library. What we call is the methods in the library, and the methods will provide you. See, every day you recollect yourself. You are trying to consume some library. What you will do, you will create an instance and start calling the methods in their class now. Basically, everything is same only. Every technology is same. They'll write some code in the form of methods and functions, and people will be calling them. We'll be calling them in the other applications. So first C++ came out with one technology called as RPC, Remote Procedure Call. Microsoft has its own distributed technology in the 90s called as DCOM, Distributed Component Object Model. Distributed Component Object Model. So the classical Visual Basic language used to use that DCOM, the Distributed Component Object Model, and with the help of the Distributed Component Object Model, it used to consume the libraries from remote computers. It used to consume the libraries from the remote computers. Java has its own distributed technology called as RMI, Remote Method Invocation. I feel like this name correctly suits. Remote Method Invocation. Understand the terms carefully. You're invoking a method which is present on a remote computer, not on the local computer. Okay? And the method contains all the logic to connect to your database and provide you the information now. So what is the name? Remote Method Invocation. Remote Method Invocation. Same as that, .NET when came into market, it has its own distributed technology called as remoting. What is the name? Remoting. Apart from that, there is an open source distributed technology called as Corba. Corba. So many are there. With C++, we have RPC. With Visual Basic, we have DCOM. With Java, we have RMI. .NET, we have remoting. .NET, we have remoting. Okay? And there's an open source technology called as Corba. Like this, so many distributed technologies are present in the market. We used to consume them. But actually, there are some problems with this distributed technology. Actually, this is the first stage, distributed technology. There are some problems. What are the problem? The problem is basically it's a client-server communication now. On the server, we have our libraries. Client is going to connect with it and consume. Client-server communication. The distributed technology's drawback is the client application and server application both should be developed by using the same language. If the server application is developed in C++, the client application also should be C++ only. I want to build a client application using Java and use that particular thing means not possible. Not possible. If the server application is Java, client also should be Java. This is the drawback. This is the drawback with the distributed technologies. So long back, these are very popular. Once upon a time, they're very popular. And we used to use this distributed technologies to consume the libraries from the remote computers. Understood? What is the drawback I said here? Means cross-language reusability is not available. Cross-language consumption, not reusability, I'll say. Cross-language consumption is not available. Both client and server should be of the same language. This is the problem. To resolve this particular problem here, somewhere around 2000, another option came in the market called as web services, XML web services. What is it? XML web services. So what is this XML web services? The XML web service is basically a distributed, something like a distributed technology only. But the beauty of this XML web service is cross-language consumption is possible. Suppose if I develop one XML web service by using .NET, if I develop one XML web service by using .NET, this XML web service can be consumed tomorrow from a Java application, a Python application. Possible. It is possible. How, sir, how is it possible? Because see, all these technologies, whatever we talk, the main agenda of them is exchanging data. I ask a library that will provide me data. What will give me your data? I'll give some input and I'll get some output. Data, just data transformation, that's all. So how XML used to work is the communication between the systems used to happen in XML format, a text format. If I send a request, a text request goes to, see, from a .NET application, I want to consume a Java web service. I'll send a XML request to Java. What will Java do? Java will take the request now, convert into Java's format. Afterwards, it will connect to a database, pull the data from the database, converts the data into XML and transfers the data back to the client application. Means to my .NET application, what came now? Not Java or something. What came? Text, XML. Are you clear? And that XML, you can convert in the format you want now. How? If you recollect yourself, data sets in ADO.NET will hold the data in XML format. We wonder, in web forms, we use it now, ds.read XML. So if you have XML, you can easily load the data into data set and start using the data now. Understand? In Java, to hold data, we have something called result set. What is it? Result set. In .NET, data set. This result set of Java and data set of .NET, both will hold you information in XML format only. Both will hold you the data. Immediately the data will be converted into XML automatically now. The data will be converted into XML automatically. So the complete information will be present in which format? XML format. So when a .NET application sends a request to Java, the Java will first connect to database and loads the data into a result set. Will load data into a result set. And that result set will contain XML data actually. And that result set's XML will be sent to .NET application. What is coming? XML is coming. Now my data set will automatically capture it now. In one application, it is a result set. Another application, it is a data set. But both are holding you text data only. So because of this, usability, cross-language consumption was made easy. Got it or not? What is that? Cross-language consumption was made easy. So these are like anyone can easily consume these services now. From any application to any application, these services can be easily consumed. Clear up? Fine. So like this, it worked all good. But the drawback in XML web services is mainly, see, Generally, if you want to consume an assembly, what will you do, guys? You will add a reference of that assembly to your project. Without adding a reference, we cannot consume. No? We should add a reference. And do you remember? I taught you this in C#. When you add a reference, Visual Studio will immediately read the metadata of that assembly. The metadata of that assembly. What will metadata contain? Metadata contains all this information. What information? If you have one assembly, in this assembly, you'll have a set of namespaces under it now. So what namespaces are present for you inside of this? All the assembly, it'll contain the information now. Now you have a namespace. In this namespace, what types are present? And you have a type. In this type, what members are present? If you have a member, what is the signature of that member? What is the signature of the member, not the contents? Suppose the method signature, property signature, all that. This is what we call metadata. What we call it as metadata. Recollect, we talked about this particular thing in C# classes basically. Whenever this metadata is like a index of a book. If you have 1,000 pages book now, for that, some 50 pages index is there. Looking at the index, we know what is in the book now. No need to read the 1,000 pages. If you go through the index, we'll come to know what is in the book. Am I correct? So basically, this is also same only. The metadata here will contain the complete information. What information? I'm sorry. What information? What are the namespaces in this assembly? In each namespace, what types are available? In each type, what members are available? And also the signature of each and every member, all that information. Okay? And that only will work for you like IntelliSense. And that information only will be showing you like a IntelliSense. Now see, I just want to consume, basically, I want to consume a web service now. Okay? Means it contains classes, methods in it. I want to call a method. If I want to call a method, I should know the signature of the method now. Without knowing, how do I call? Just think wise. If you want to call, what do you need? Signature of the method. I have some method here. Get product data. The get product data expects some input. The get product data returns some result. What will it return? Without knowing, how can I call here? Without knowing the name of the method, without knowing the input parameters of the method, without knowing the return type of the method, can you call anything? You cannot call. So you need metadata now. What do you need? Metadata. If that is on your local computer, you'll add a reference now. Every day you're doing it. Automatically metadata will be coming. But what is your agenda here? It is present on the computer, and from there I want to consume all the computers. I don't want to download that. I don't want to download the complete assembly code here now. The assembly will be on a remote computer. If I download on my computer, again tomorrow update, and every application will connect to that and will be consuming it. Now to consume it, I need to know the contents, information of that web service. It's also nothing but all that information is very, very important. So you need metadata now. You need metadata now also now. Okay. How do I get the metadata? Just like we add a reference to an assembly present on a local machine. We add a reference to an assembly present on a local machine. We have a different concept here called as web reference. What is that? Web reference means they'll provide you an URL. URL will be given. Using that URL, we'll be adding a web reference. When you add a web reference, when you add to the server, and will download the metadata from the server to your machine now. We'll put the metadata in this application. I want to consume a web service. So when I want to consume a web service, observe, what should I do? is I need we'll be having the connected services. When you click on the connected services, it will open this window. Add a service reference, a web service reference. When you click on that, so click on the next button, and here you're required to provide the URL. You're required to provide the URL. Once you provide the URL, automatically what is going to happen, it will download the metadata from the server onto your computer, and it will generate you some proxy classes. Some proxy classes. What are proxy classes, sir? Proxy classes in the sense, let's see. Remember, I thought about this word in C# also to you. Proxy. What is the proxy? A representative means the original class is not coming to, without coming, sending you someone to your computer and telling you, this will come on your system and help you. This will come on your system and help you. For example, you franchise for establishing some business. For example, you want to establish there will be someone from the KFC company, and he comes to your place and he visits. He sees the place area where you want to establish. See, it's a big brand. You want to start in a small gully, good looking. Okay, the store is not, the place is not good. They won't give you. They are specific requirements. So someone comes now, checks all the things, and if he's satisfied, then they will sign the agreement. After signing the agreement also, you cannot build anything on your own now. Everything will be the specification. Equipment also you can't purchase. The things will be done by you. Okay, and for that, one person from the company comes now. Is a proxy. He's a proxy to the company. Means whatever he do, my point or not. Okay. See, tomorrow the company said something, or you constructed, do it like this. Your company isn't only done that. He's your proxy. If you have any questions, you should not ask me. Whom should you ask? Your agent, your proxy. Okay. So that's what we call as a proxy. So he will be sitting on your machine and will be helping in talking to the web service on the server. So what proxy classes are generated. And the proxy class contains all the metadata now. Means you can create the instance of the proxy class, and when you say dot, it will show you all the methods in to you, and you can start consuming. And you start consuming them in your applications. Are you clearer or not? Okay. Actually, a URL will be like this. I don't know right now this is working or not. Let us test it. Let us test it. It's just one URL, a web service URL, a web service URL. Okay. So this URL, if at all, if I give here, Just a second. One more option should be there here. The option is not coming here. Everything outdated here. They changed all the UIs. Because it's all outdated now. They changed of the UIs. What you require to add is a web reference basically. Add web reference. Add web reference option is not there. Connected service. Just a minute. When is this article? 2023. 2023, long back it was. They changed it. It's outdated here. What happened to add web reference in Visual Studio? I'm trying to add in the window, click advanced, add web reference. They hide it because the old technology, but still in use. Window. 2019. Yeah, this should come there. It's not coming. He said, three options should come there. I'm getting this OpenAI, not OpenAI. I should get this web reference. I'm not able to see that. Why? Anything I should additionally do? Last time also is present. All recent updates removed of all these things. Okay, but it's outdated here. Just to give an idea, I'm planning to show you that's all. You will find an option like this. You'll find a option like this. And WF wizard will be there. And using that, you required to enter the URL. And once you enter the URL, automatically it will provide you, you enter the URL, automatically what it will do is it will download the content and generates you proxy classes on your machine actually. Am I clear what I'm telling you? Okay, all the proxy classes will be generated for you on your machine. Update or remove. Object service reference enables the X1 of WCF we use an add reference. Data service in the current solution locally. .NET framework, add service. Add service reference, we are not getting it at all. Huh? Yeah, a UI will come like this here. The UI will come like this. Here, you need to enter the URL, click on the go button. Once you click on the go button, it will bring you all the services, what they provide us. Multiple classes can be there, all those things. And it will show you what methods are present here. Here it will show you what methods are present. It will list you the classes here. When you select the class, what methods are present inside of it will show you. And here it will ask you a namespace name. What is the namespace name? You're going to, it is going to generate some classes on your computer now, proxy classes. And those classes should be under which namespace? If you want to give a specific namespace, you can give. Otherwise, it is giving the namespace name as service reference one. No, sir, I want to give my project name only. Use your project name only as a reference. And once you do that and click on the finish button, automatically what is going to happen? All the everything will be automatically downloaded and generates you the required proxy classes. Generates the required proxy classes basically. Whether the read update removed of all the appropriate things. Okay, that's the window. I should get it. I don't know why they removed it. So am I clear what I'm telling you? Yes or not? Okay. So basically, this is how we just require to just use it. See, the searching right now, we are searching now, searching multiple places. We are searching in multiple places and different websites we are open. This is a place where ChatGPT helps. Search if at all I done in ChatGPT, ChatGPT would have asked me the question based on my question. Say, I need to enter in Google, I get something. It helps you a lot in getting the information. Watch him. Wanted to add, what is it? A web service reference in ASP.NET MVC project under 2020. Connected services, click. Microsoft WCF services option provider. You need to install it from the Visual Studio Marketplace if it is not available. See, it is clearly telling us, see now. Array, if you don't see it, install it, it is telling you. In the widget, enter the URL, go to fetch, give a name system, come. And once you click on it, it will start generating the once add like this. I'm calling the appropriate method, and what I get is a result. What I'm going to get is a result. Okay. So I don't find it. So it is asking, click. Ask ChatGPT. From where, sorry, how to install. extensions, manage extensions. In the search box, search for this. So it made our jobs in yes or not. That's what. Use it. I'm telling you, use it. But don't code. Use for coding idea. Use your brain for coding. Don't use this. See, these type of things will be in the chat GPT. Okay. So how to do it? Extensions menu, it seems. When extensions menu, extensions, manage extensions. And here it is asking to in the search box. Search box. Reporting. It will tell you what to go with also. Close this. I don't want this. Look at the result titled Microsoft WCF Web Service Reference Provider. Hey, did not find it. It is still searching. Find it. Okay, whatever it is, you try, guys. It is telling you clearly you're required to get the Microsoft WCF Web Service Reference Provider. Searching still, I did not get it. Still, it's a big search going on in the background. We did not skip it now. Starting it is. No, that reporting services. No, I don't find. This analysis is RDLC. Reporting services. No, there is no further search available under that. Okay, search it, you'll find the appropriate thing, and once you install, ask it only. It'll tell you how to click on the download. You're required to reopen Visual Studio. Yeah, ask it. It'll only tell you what to do next also. Right click, add connected services. You'll now see Microsoft WCF Service Reference Provider. Use it to connect with. ASMX is the extension of a web service. Is the extension of a web service. ASPX for web forms. ASMX for web service. And WSDL means Web Service Description Language. Web Service Description Language. What is it? This is called metadata. This is called as metadata. That is the metadata. Actually, that metadata say you can add a reference to any of these particular things. See here. It's one web service here, WSDL. But here, see, I can use any of this particular thing. But what will, when I use it, it will provide me, it will download me the metadata onto my computer. And once it provides me the metadata onto my computer, okay, once I get the metadata, I asked it, I did not find it. Ensure .NET 5. What is that? .NET framework also, na? Classic .NET framework. .NET 5 is there. ASP.NET Core. This provider only appears if you're working on .NET Framework MVC app under Advanced Add Web Reference. Workloads. Oh, we can install like this also. Okay, another option you can try like this also. What? Get tools and features. We selected this already. Hey, not there. Did I uncheck it? Just a minute. Sometimes. Is it used in the industry, miss? Yes, sometimes it is used in the industry. Actually, recently in my project also I used it. We have a third-party web service in a third-party web service. Mine is a .NET Core project, but it's a third-party web service. And we added the reference and consumed it. Recently, I used it also. It used in some projects. Framework development tools. What are they asking to install? Also include WCF services or .NET Framework 4.x WCF components. Where in individual components. Misspell. Windows Communication Foundation. Let us see. Should get it. Yeah, we'll use it here. We are going to use it. I said, we have a client called Vertex. Actually in our application, we just want some services from them. We want some services or some information from them. And they provided that information to us in the form of a web service only. And we added the reference of that web service in the code. And once after adding the web service reference in the code, we have just consumed in our application. We've done it recently only, we have just used it. Will be used. Okay, but today they're still using that, but recently the technologies are changing. Earlier, that is directly inbuilt, but now it is telling you to separately install the packages and all. Okay. Okay, let it install, we'll see. Yeah, do you understand the concept of the web services? Yes or not? So basically it is like a cross-language communication that happens to us. So if you wanted to consume this web service, if at all you wanted to consume a web service, you require to add a web reference and start proxy class are generated, you will be consuming it. But unfortunately, there are some drawbacks here. 3 drawbacks. What are 3 drawbacks? 1, tomorrow, if the web service is updated on the server, and I don't have any information about that, And if I don't update my proxy classes, the code doesn't work. Recollect here, when I was explaining about distributed applications long back in your C# about an ATM, I said to you, we don't put the we don't put the business logic on the client computer, because tomorrow if you need to update, you need to update all machine. That will become a big headache, I said to you. Same problem is there here also. What is it? Whenever the code in the server is updated, I just require to update my web service proxy also on my computer now. Are you getting my point or not? I need to update my web service proxy also in my computer. If I don't update the proxy, again, it will start with the same problems. Should I restart or what? Getting. Okay, I don't want to waste the time. Just try it out, guys. Just Google it, find out the appropriate information. Or in the here it's shown you know, manage. There only you'll find it is telling you. Just try to check it out. Okay, so it'll take time. Just don't want to waste the time. That's it. Okay, so what is the first drawback? If the web service is updated on the server, I need to update this on my client computer also again. If I don't update, I may not be getting the expected results now. See, suddenly a method on the server, what I'm consuming is changed with 3 parameters. Starting when I added is 2 parameters, now it is 3 parameters now. Now I try to call it, doesn't work. Understood? This is first problem. Second problem. The second problem is with metadata, with this XML. I already taught you when I explained you about JSON. Do you remember what is it? XML has a lot of nonsense in it. For every value, there is a header and a footer. And that was minimized for you in the JSON. JSON doesn't have all that nonsense, keys and values. Here, for every value, one header, one footer, one root element. Again, another root. The complete application will have one root element. Under that, sub-elements. If your data is present, along with the data, a lot of metadata also will be coming to and fro now. A lot of nonsense also will be coming for you. And this is going to make the payload heavy. It is going to make the payload heavy now. So lot of data coming to the browser, again, server. But in that, we'll be having required information is less only. But along with that, so much of other things will come. I said an example, remember, you want to purchase a dress for your birthday. And you went to your store, and along with you, you've taken 5 or 6 friends with you now. You've taken 5 or 6 friends here. How many are you going to purchase? 1. But along with you, 6 people came now. And everyone started picking that one, this one, this one. After 15, 20 minutes, you don't purchase anything. The shopkeeper will tell you, please get out here. Don't purchase here. Get out from here first. Or you want to purchase one, and you brought 6 people along with you now. And my store looks like heavy crowded. But no shopping is going on. Just only one shirt you want to purchase and all these people coming there. Same problem here also. Lot of nonsense will come now. Okay now? This is the second drawback what we have. So first drawback, proxy should be updated. Second drawback, lot of metadata is going to go to and fro. Okay. So these are some drawbacks what we just have with the web services. Actually. And later, guys, to overcome these particular problems, some from the past 7-8 years, nearly some 10 years here, we have one more modern technology called as Web API in the market. Not Web API, REST services. What is it? REST services. Web services are now replaced with a new concept called as REST services. REST services came in the market. Okay. And these REST services are the most popular what the whole industry is using right now. Without using web services, they replaced it with the REST services. What is the difference? The difference is like with REST services here, if you want to consume a REST service, you don't require to go for adding any web references, creating proxies. All this nonsense is not there. All this nonsense is not there. You want to call a method, they'll give you a URL. They'll give you a URL. Use that URL in your code now, and straight away you can call the method. No need reference adding. Are you getting my point? No need any reference adding or creating proxy classes. Nothing will be there. What is there? Just one URL will be given to you. Okay. And that URL will be doing the different actions to us. Like this URL, same URL here. But yesterday, do you remember type? I said you something called a type get. What is that get request? 4 types are there. Get, post, put, delete. Get, post, put, and delete. If the type is a get, what is the meaning? You are performing a select operation. You're performing a select operation. If the type is see here you will use the URL, guys. It will be same like this only. We'll call a web API also. Sorry, we'll call a REST service also. Here you are given the URL of a local thing now. Am I correct? Not a local, guys. Give a URL of a remote service now. Okay, na? Once we use the URL there, once we use the URL, and here we say type is get. Type is get. It will give you, it will perform a select operation now. It will perform a select operation. If the type is post, it's an insert. If the type is put, it's an update. If the type is delete, it's a delete. Means these actions are bound with your CRUD operations now. Are you getting my point or not? The URL will be same for all 4. What will vary, guys? The type varies. Based on that, we can just talk to the server and we can perform. I want to get anything from the server. Means I want to do a select operation now. I should send a get request. I want to perform an insert. I should send a post request. I want to perform an update. I need to send a put request. I want to do a delete operation. I need to do a delete operation. Are you clear? Tomorrow, when you're consuming any third-party things, they'll provide you services only like you. They'll provide you services to you basically. So where the services comes into picture, I'll tell you. See, listen. In my company, the data management is all done under SAP. Not SQL Server or something. SAP is the place where they manage all the data. A secured system, a very high secured system. And throughout the world, they have branches here, brother printers throughout the world. They organize. So because they organize throughout the world, they want some secured systems here. So they choose an SAP. They've chosen SAP. All the data management will be done by SAP. But the front-end design is done by us. We do the front-end design. You have web application. We do a front-end design basically. Is a website and all the front-end. You are just developed it. Actually, this is a MVC application. This is an MVC application on it. This is developed by using ASP.NET MVC. ASP.NET MVC. Recently, they asked us some additional features in it, and we combined ASP.NET Core in it. Means slowly we are going to replace the whole thing. Few things we developed using ASP.NET Core and integrated in the site. Okay. So actually, I just worked on those particular things actually. So it's a login and okay. Forgot the password. Just a second. Oh, spelling mistake here. And when we want to create multiple accounts, is one technique generally we all follow. We can give +1, +2, +3, and you can get a number of accounts like this. Even the Google also supports it. In Google, you created one account. You created one account in Google now. You have an account now. You already registered in any website by using that. You want to do another registration, you can do with the same account. Simply say +1 and you can register. It'll work. Did you understand what I said? You can just use +1 and register there now. Okay. Let me go for forgot password. Forgot the password. Okay. So actually, this is the website what we have developed recently. We have just built all these particular pages. This is a dashboard. Actually, it's in .NET 5 application, but this complete set, we developed using .NET Core. We have built all these things by using the .NET Core. Using .NET Core, we have just been developed it. In this, we use consumed so many third-party services. So many third-party services what we have. For example, say, I want to add a credit card in my account now. I want to add a credit card in my account now. So if I want to add a credit card, okay, add a payment method. A page opens. Look at this page carefully. In this, credit card type, credit card number, what you're seeing here, where my address location is, this particular part, from here to here, not name of the card, from credit card type, credit card number, and these particular details. This is one third party control, what we bought and put it there. That is not ours. But until I say that, everyone will think everything is the same page. No, that is a separate thing provided by a company called Paymetrics. Okay, when I enter the credit card number, I need to validate the credit card number is valid or not. Are you clear? When I enter the credit card number, expiry date, and all these particular things, all this data will go to the Paymetrics, and Paymetrics will provide me the information. This is a valid card or not. This is a valid card or not. Paymetrics is going to provide me the appropriate information actually. Are you getting me? We have included that there. So from where to where? From credit card type to where can I find my security code? Sorry, no, this is our design only. Here, up to here. These three. Credit card type, credit card number, and this. And it will show you all the credit card types now. American Express, Visa, MasterCard, Discover. Okay. So it will show you all the things here. Here you can see we have put all these icons. This is again added by you. We added this. And remaining all are coming from a third party. Okay. And see here we have tax exemption. Basically, in India, you have this option, right? When you purchase any online doings, online purchase, did you see? Enter GST number, it will show you. You'll get a GST rebate. Yeah, generally, if you have a business and you're purchasing any product for business, you can get a GST rebate. The GST amount can be claimed by you. And that's only for business. Same way here also, we have something called tax exemption. When people, this is for US actually, we built it for US. People, when they're going to purchase a product, when they're going to purchase a product for some sectors, like agricultural sector and all, they give some tax exemption. I'm purchasing this particular product for agriculture usage. Something you're running some agricultural business and they will give some tax exemption. And for that, you just require to upload, exemption certificates. Actually, the local government will give the exemption certificates. You need to upload it. And that is again a third-party service. When you click on add certificate, it opens a window, guys. It launches you. This is third party, not mine. It's third party. So now I need to select a tax certificate and I should upload on the server now. I should upload on the server. Server means not my server. Where it is uploaded, it is uploaded into this particular server. What server? Vertex. Vertex is the company actually. There's a tax management will be done by this company actually. And I said you in 10 minutes, yeah, we used one web service. They only provided the web service. To get the list of all my tax exemption certificates, see, this is a freshly created account. I don't have anything, but if at all I already am maintaining my account from the last 4 or 5 years, and I just claimed some tax exemption. I uploaded the certificates. Next time I come, that certificate list should come here now. Did you catch my point? Here, it is going to show you this. See, no records found, it is telling you. But actually, that should show me my certificates information now. Are you clear? How do I get that are not on my server now? How do I get that? To get that information, to get that name of the certificate, like what type of exemption you claimed, which year you claimed, all the details will be present there. And to get that information, Vertex provided as a web service. And that web service will provide me the information now. Are you getting me? Okay. And rest all the things what you're seeing here. My printers. I don't have any registered printers. If at all I have registered any printers, the printers information will come here. The printers information is going to come at this particular place. My printers information. So all that remaining, all the data comes from SAP. Comes from the SAP. My application is a UI. But in the background here, it talks with n number of systems. In the background, it talks with n number of systems. Recently, they raised a concern actually. This application is going to live on 22nd of this month. 22nd of this month, we are going live. So right now, some testing is going on. When the testing is going, I said, they asked me to implement authorization, security, rate limits. So I said, all these things came recently on this. And they raised a concern like when the page is loading, it is taking a lot of time. When I perform a login, it is taking time to load. This is a concern. Nearly 7 to 8 seconds of time it is taking to load the appropriate thing. And the client has raised a concern at it. And we put hands up. We can't do anything because your systems are like that. For authentication, again, the details are not stored on my system. The details are not stored on my system. For authentication, they are using a service called Microsoft Edu BTC. That is a separate service provided by Microsoft. The user credentials are stored on Microsoft server. If anyone is going to enter this will connect to Microsoft server, validate, and comes from there. After getting it, again, I require to connect to SAP and get the information. Meanwhile, if at all I want any other data, I need to connect to different services and pull the data. Without all this nonsense, if I have my own database where I store the data, I can pull. But here, there is nothing local database, For this application, I don't have a SQL Server database at all. Did you catch my point or not? For this application, I don't have my own SQL Server database. All this is coming from third parties. Are you clear? How do they provide the information to me? They provide the information earlier. They used to provide the information in the form of web services. And recently, many of the things have been changed. SAP changed it still. There's a tax exemption. They did not change that. They're still depending on the web services. But rest all upgraded to RESTful services. Everyone upgraded to the REST services. Still the tax exemption, that company, Vertex actually the company name, that company is still using web services. And they're just means maybe going future, they also will upgrade. When they upgrade is not in my hands. But as of now, they did not upgrade, still web services. Remaining all are REST services. They'll provide you the REST services to us. And we will be calling those REST services. One REST service will be there. A URL will be given. I will call it and it will give me the data. And once it gives me the data, I will start consuming the data and display the information to you on screen. Are you clearer or not? I'll display the information for you on screen. Next class, I will provide, I just forgot it on my company machine, it will be present. A valid authentic means some user account which has all the information. I want to show you. I'll show you in the next session with some printers in it. All these appropriate things I'll just try to show you. Okay. Well, I'll show you the appropriate information to you. So like this, we will be communicating with so many third-party systems. And the third-party systems will not provide access to the databases, guys. See, SAP is maintaining all the data. But tomorrow, if I say, give me access to your SAP database, I'll pull the database, they won't give you. They'll ask, what do you want? What do you want? I want so-and-so information. Okay, you want so-and-so information? Huh? Don't worry. We will give you a REST service. We'll give you a REST service. Pass so-and-so information. What is it? Every user is identified by unique ID. That is the email ID. That is the email ID. So if you pass the email ID, I will provide all the information associated with the appropriate email. Understood? Okay. So for this application, as I said to you, there is no local database at all. There is no local database at all. The whole information for this application is pulled from different REST services. From different REST services. Just a minute. guys. These are all the services what are given by different things now. So these are some services which are provided by my SAP. See, not like one. Can you see there? Get post. See, there is something like a get BP by email. If I go here, it's loading. Is actually a tool to test the services. To test the services means services are given by someone and you need to test it now. And to test it, we use this particular tool actually. Got hanged up. Yeah. When I give that information, it'll provide me the complete data about me. I have a unique ID called as BP number. This is my unique ID. Throughout my application, this is used. Okay, different types of accounts. It's a regular account. It is going to show me my first name, my last name, my partner, BP, different things, my phone number, the language I chosen, the country from where I created this. All these things will be shown here. Are you clear? Okay. So like this, my email ID, if I have any alternate email ID, see any tax exempt information. Are you getting me? Okay. If at all, I just try use any valid proper account because these are all dummy accounts what we just created. Okay. This is another account here. So I'm picking the BP number here. Here, there is another service called get account. Get account. It will get me the complete information of that particular user. See, along with his credit cards, all the data. See, his addresses, whatever. See, in Amazon, you have addresses now. Array, you add addresses, you see, you have 10 to 10 or 20 addresses you added in Amazon, it will show you all. How is it getting all this information will come like that only? Addresses. They are the different addresses of that particular user. Register products. What are register products? Register products means all the devices what he has registered now. All the devices what he has registered means all his different computers, whatever printers what you have, everything is stored here now. The test account, we added so many like 30, 40 printers we added there. These are cards. MX card. It won't show security. Don't show you the number basically. It's an encrypted format. It's a encrypted format. Last 4 digits is a valid date. All the things. Different cards are registered there. This information, we take it in our application and we display on the screen now. Are you getting my point or not? So don't expect like every time you'll have a database. Don't expect like every time you'll have a database now. And in case there is no database, at that point of time, the information will come to you in the form of the REST services. Okay, either web services or REST services. Web services is today outdated and the current trending is REST services. Are you clearer or not? So the question is now to build a REST services, and to build these REST services, Microsoft provided us a technology called as Web API. The Web API is a REST service design. We design by using the Web API in our applications. With the help of Web API, we'll see how to design the REST services basically. Am I clear? Okay, as we discussed, we'll have a session tomorrow, 9 o'clock. Okay, now 9 o'clock tomorrow, we'll have a session. Yeah. Online student, same meeting here. Same meeting ID. Nothing. Yeah, same meeting ID tomorrow. Are we allowed to use ChatGPT? That depends here. If your company, you can carry on. If your company is bigger, they will restrict you. My company doesn't have any restrictions. We use it. 9 o'clock tomorrow.